There was a small town in Ohio where a young boy named Ethan grew up in a very simple home. His father worked long hours at a factory, and his mother cleaned houses to support the family. They were not rich, but they always believed in one thing. No matter how hard life gets, you never give up. Ethan was different from other kids. While they played outside, he often sat by the window, watching airplanes pass in the sky. He would quietly say to himself, "One day, I will go far from here. I will build a life that changes everything." But life was not kind to him. When Ethan was just 14, his father lost his job. The family fell into deep financial struggle. Bills started piling up. Some nights, there was not enough food for everyone. Ethan's mother would pretend she was not hungry just so her children could eat. One evening, Ethan saw his father sitting alone in the dark, holding his head in his hands. For the first time, Ethan saw tears in his father's eyes. That moment changed him forever. He made a silent promise. "I will change our life. I will not let them suffer like this anymore." But promises are easy. Reality is hard. Ethan worked part-time after school, cleaning tables at a small diner. He was often exhausted, but he never stopped studying. Many nights he fell asleep on his books. His teachers told him he was smart, but life kept pulling him down with responsibilities. At 17, something happened that almost broke him completely. His father became seriously ill. Hospital bills started rising. Ethan wanted to quit everything and help his family full-time. But his father held his hand and said softly, "Don't stop your dream because of me. My dream is already fulfilled if you succeed." Those words stayed in Ethan's heart like fire. Years passed. Against all odds, Ethan earned a scholarship to a university in New York. It was the first time he left his hometown. When he arrived in the city, everything felt huge. Tall buildings, fast people, endless opportunities. But inside, he still felt like the same boy from Ohio. He studied during the day and worked at night. There were moments he wanted to give up. Moments where he felt invisible in a crowded world. But every time he remembered his parents' sacrifices, he stood back up. After years of struggle, Ethan finally graduated with honors in engineering. He applied for jobs everywhere, facing rejection after rejection. One company finally gave him a chance, a small tech startup in California. He started at the lowest position, but he worked harder than anyone. Slowly, he began solving problems others could not. His ideas started getting attention. Months turned into years, and Ethan became one of the key innovators in the company. One day he stood in a glass office overlooking the city skyline. The same boy who once watched airplanes from a small window in Ohio was now designing systems used across the country. But what mattered most was not success. It was the day he flew his parents to California. When his mother saw him in a suit, she cried silently. His father, weak but smiling, held his hand and said, "You did it, son." Ethan shook his head and replied, "No, we did it." Because behind every success story, there are silent sacrifices, unseen struggles, and hearts that never stopped believing. And sometimes the greatest achievement is not becoming rich or famous. It is proving that pain does not define you. Perseverance does.